In this video series, we are going to learn how to build an iOS app using SwiftUI. We will follow the series of guided tutorials prepared by Apple using SwiftUI and Xcode 11. In this SwiftUI Essential series, we will start with creating and combining views. This tutorial guides you through building landmarks, an iOS app for discovering and sharing the places you love. You'll start by building the view that shows a landmark's details. To lay out the views, Landmarks uses tags to combine and layer the image and text view components. To add a map to the view, you'll include a standard MapKit component. As you refine the view's design, Xcode provides real-time feedback so you can see how those changes translate into code. Download the project files to begin building this project, and I will show you the steps in this video. In this section, we will create a new Xcode project that uses SwiftUI. Explore the canvas, previews, and the SwiftUI template code. To preview and interact with views from the canvas in Xcode, ensure your Mac is running macOS Catalina 10.15. Open Xcode and either click Create a new Xcode project in the Xcode Startup window, or in the menu, choose File, New, Project. In the template selector, select iOS as the platform. Select the single view app template and then click Next. Enter Landmarks as the product name. Select Swift as the language and SwiftUI for the interface and click Next. Choose a location where to save the Landmarks project on your Mac. In the project navigator, click to select Content View.swift. By default, SwiftUI view files declare two structures. The first structure conforms to the view protocol and describes the view's content and layout. The second structure declares a preview for that view. When creating your custom views, you declare it to conform to the view protocol. Then you are required to implement the body's content and behavior. Xcode statically discovers types that conform to the preview provider protocol in your app and generates previews for each provider it discovers. These previews are what you see in the canvas. In the canvas, click Resume to display the preview. If the canvas isn't visible, select Editor and Canvas to show it. Alternatively, in the editor options, click Canvas or press Option-Command, then hit Return. Inside the body property, change Hello World to another text. As you change the code in a view's body property, the preview updates to reflect your changes. You can customize the view's display by changing your code, or by using the inspector to discover what's available and to help you write code. As you build the Landmarks app, you can use any combination of editors, the source editor, the canvas, or the inspectors. Your code stays updated regardless of which tool you use. Next, you'll customize the text view using the inspector. In the preview, command-click the greeting to bring up structured editing popover and choose Show SwiftUI Inspector. The popover shows different attributes that you can customize depending on the type of view you inspect. Use the inspector to change the text to Turtle Rock, the name of the first landmark you'll show in your app. Change the font modifier to Title. This applies the system font to the text so that it responds correctly to the user's preferred font sizes and settings. To customize the SwiftUI view, you call methods called modifiers. Modifiers wrap a view to change its display or other properties. Each modifier returns a new view, so it's common to chain multiple modifiers stacked vertically. Edit the code by hand to add the foreground color .green modifier. This changes the text color to green. Your code is always the source of truth for your view. When you use the inspector to change or remove a modifier, Xcode updates your code immediately to match. This time, open the inspector by clicking on the text declaration in the code editor, and then choose Show SwiftUI Inspector from the popover. Click the Color pop-up menu and choose Inherited to change the text color to black again. Notice that Xcode updates your code automatically to reflect the change, removing the foreground green modifier. Beyond the title view you created in the previous section, you'll add text views to contain details about the landmark, such as the name of the park and state it's in. When creating a SwiftUI view, you describe its content, layout, and behavior in the view's body property. However, the body property only returns a single view. You can combine and embed multiple views in stacks, which group views together horizontally, vertically, or back to front. In this section, you'll use a vertical stack to place the title above a horizontal stack that contains details about the park. You can use Xcode structured editing support to embed a view in a container view, open an inspector, or help with other useful changes. Command-click the text view's initializer to show the structured editing popover, and then choose Embed in VStack. Next, you'll add a text view to the stack by dragging a text view from the library. Open the library by clicking the plus button at the top right of the Xcode window, and then drag a text view to the place in your code immediately after the Turtle Rock text view. Replace the text view's placeholder text with Joshua Tree National Park. Customize the location to match the desired layout. Set the location's font to sub-headline. Edit the VStack initializer to align the views by their leading edges. By default, stacks center their contents along their axis and provide context-appropriate spacing. Next, you'll add another text view to the right of the location, this for the park state. In the canvas, command-click on Joshua Tree National Park and choose Embed in H-Stack. Add a new text view after the location. Change the placeholder text to the park state and then set its font to sub-headline. To direct the layout to use the full width of the device, separate the park and the state by adding a spacer to the horizontal stack holding the two text views. As spacer expands to make its containing view use all of the space of its parent view instead of having its size defined only by its contents. Finally, use the padding modifier method to give the landmark's name and details a little breathing room. With the name and location views all set, the next thing to do is to add an image for the landmark. Instead of adding more code in this file, you'll create a custom view that applies a mask, border, and drop shadow to the image. Start by adding an image to the project's asset catalog. Find turtlerock.png in the project file's resources folder, drag it into the assets catalog editor. Xcode creates a new image set for the image. Next, you'll create a new SwiftUI view for your custom image view. In the menu, choose File, New File. To open Template Selector again, in the User Interface section, click the SwiftUI view and click Next. Name the file circleimage.swift and click Create. You're ready to insert the image and modify its display to match the desired design. Replace the text view with the image of Turtle Rock by using the image initializer. Add a call to clip shape circle to apply the circular clipping shape to the image. The circle type is a shape that you can use as a mask or a view by giving the circle a stroke or fill. Create another circle with a gray stroke and then add it as an overlay to give the image a border. Next, Add a shadow with a 10 points radius. Now you're ready to create a map view. You can use the MK Map View class from UIKit to render the map. To use UIView subclasses from within SwiftUI, you wrap the other view in a SwiftUI view that conforms to the UI representable protocol. SwiftUI includes similar protocols for WatchKit and AppKit views. To get started, you'll create a new custom view that can represent an MK map view. In the menu, choose File, New, File. Select iOS as the platform. Select the SwiftUI view template and click Next. Name the new file mapview.swift and click Create. Add an import statement for MapKit and declare UIView representable conformance for the map view type. Don't worry about the error that Xcode displays. You'll fix that in the next few steps. The UIView representable protocol has two requirements you need to add: a makeUIView method that creates an MK map view, and an updateUIView context method that configures the view and responds to any changes. Replace the body property with makeUIView method that creates and returns an empty MK map view. Create an updateUIView method that sets the map view regions to the correct coordinates to center the map on Turtle Rock. When previews are in static mode, they only fully render SwiftUI views. Because MK Map View is a UIView subclass, you'll need to switch to a live preview to see the map. Click the Live Preview button to switch the preview to live mode. You might need to click the Try Again or Resume button above your preview. In a moment, you'll see a map of Joshua Tree National Park, the home of Turtle Rock. You now have all the components you need: the name and place, a circular image, and a map for the location. With the tools you've used so far, combine your custom views to create the final design for the landmark detail view. In the Project Navigator, select the Content View.swift file. Embed a VStack that holds the 3 text views in another VStack. Add your custom map view to the top of the stack. Set the size of the map view with frame. When you specify only the height parameter, the view automatically sizes to the width of its content. In this case, map view expands to fill the available space. Click the Live Preview button to see the rendered map in the composed view. You can continue editing the view while showing a live preview. Add the Circle Image view to the stack. To layer the image view on top of the map view, give the image an offset of -130 points vertically and padding of -130 points from the bottom of the view. These adjustments make room for the text by moving the image upwards. Add a spacer at the bottom of the outer VStack to push the content to the top of the screen. Finally, to allow the map content to extend to the top edge of the screen, add the Edges Ignoring Safe Area top modifier to the map view. In this video, we had explored the canvas, customized the text view, combined views using stacks, where we used the HStack and VStack to lay out our views, created a custom image view, used UIKit and SwiftUI view together, and composed the detail view. I hope you liked the video. And if you are here to learn more, click the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.